had someone come up to me and like, oh my god, your eyelashes are beautiful. She touched it and I'm like, boundaries, people.
Hi, I'm Aaron Han, and I'm a club kid. If I could think of 3 words to describe a club kid, it would be expressive, creative, and free. What is a club kid? The club kids came out in New York in the late 1980s. Club kids represent the fringes of queer culture. So if you have your LGBTQ people, and then you've got your drag queens, and I think there was this group of people who just wanted to express themselves without having to be boxed into a single term. It's so gender ambiguous. You know, you could be a boy, you could be a girl, you could be an alien. It was ultimately just an expression, and it really picked up, and then it became this fixture in the nightlife scene that they were always fun, they will always be dressed up. And when I started, it wasn't like I knew what a club kid was. It was only later on that I started dressing and I started seeing that term being used over, and I started researching into it, and I'm like, oh, okay, so technically I am a club kid. I think I only started adopting the club kid aesthetic when I was 23, and I was partying at Butter Factory, and that's where I met Bobby and Ritz. Something about what they were doing, they were just dressing the way they wanted, that drew me to it. So when I go to a party with my headpieces and my outfit, it's a lot of entertaining. I definitely won't go to a party that I don't feel welcome or feel safe. I tend to be a bit more specific with the kind of parties I go to.
I saw this soft toy in IKEA and I said, let's go for print. Remove the stuffing, but now it's a nice throw. Tonight is the after party for RuPaul's Drag Race, Walk the World Tour, but it's being hosted by Mismatch, and Mismatch was the first time when I started working for Butter Factory. That was the first time I started doing the whole club kit, you know, dressing up for parties and things like that, so it's sort of like an anniversary of sorts.
The parties I tend to go to tend to always have a costume aspect to it, I would say. Those are the ones that I sort of go for because I don't want to be toning down anything for anyone either. I have definitely experienced bullying or negativity. A lot of people just don't get why you would want to dress up. A lot of people think it's a costume. There will be people who will give you looks, catcall, but not necessarily nicely. Yeah, there is always that, but like, why pay attention to that? There's so many other things to pay attention to. And I think when you're a very out there person, you will be targeted as being that poster child for sin, right? There is this misconception that club kids are drag queens. I think there is a gender aspect to being a drag queen or a drag king, and it's not that defined in being a club kid. Club kids are more about exaggerated version of oneself. I think if you're a drag queen, there is a level of showmanship. You do perform, you are technically working in that sense. I always felt different. Not different because I was queer or anything, and it was very, very early on that I sort of realized that people are just very uncomfortable being themselves. I think rebelling against societal norms has been such a pivotal thing in my life. Refusing to bow down to what people expect of you. There are people who are different and they are struggling. Like, I can take this all off and I'll still be normal, but then if you are effeminate, if you are a transgendered person, if you're a person of intellect, there are things that you cannot just take away and like blend in. And this is our way of expressing that, saying that, hey, it's okay to be who you are and hopefully inspire people. I definitely found a small community of my own, which is sort of ironic because all this time I've always wanted to just be me, and then when you start dressing up and then you meet other people who also dress up, you form that family because you guys are willing to express and we sort of inspire each other. So yeah, in that sense, in that quest to find me, I found other people. I will always be dressing up it will be some form of this when I grow older. And I continue to dress up because it's something that if I stop, there is no creative outlet for me, but I also feel that it's a way of telling people that you can dress differently and not be ostracized. You don't have to box yourself in, you don't have to fit into societal norms. It's sort of paying it forward, or as I call it, gaying it forward. Let's do it so that other people know that they can be whatever they want to be too.